The history of the Israel-Palestine conflict is rooted in the same narrow strip of land along the eastern Mediterranean that has been contested for thousands of years. For centuries under Ottoman rule, the region known as Palestine was home primarily to Arabic-speaking Muslims and Christians, with long-standing Jewish communities living among them. In the late 19th century, as nationalism rose across Europe, the Zionist movement emerged, calling for a Jewish homeland in response to centuries of persecution and anti-Semitism. Jewish immigration to Palestine increased, especially during and after World War I, when Britain took control of the territory following the collapse of the Ottoman Empire. In 1917, the British government issued the Balfour Declaration, expressing support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, while also stating that the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities should not be harmed, an ambiguity that would shape decades of conflict. During the British Mandate period, tensions grew as Jewish immigration expanded, and Palestinian Arabs feared displacement and loss of political control. Violence between communities escalated, and British authority weakened. In 1947, the United Nations proposed partitioning the land into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international control. Jewish leaders accepted the plan, while Arab leaders rejected it, arguing it was unjust to the Arab majority. When the State of Israel was declared in May 1948, neighboring Arab states invaded, leading to the First Arab-Israeli War. Israel survived and expanded beyond the UN-proposed borders, while more than 700,000 Palestinians fled or were expelled in what Palestinians call the nakba, or catastrophe. The West Bank came under Jordanian control, Gaza under Egyptian administration, and a Palestinian state was not established. The conflict deepened in 1967 during the Six-Day War, when Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, Sinai Peninsula, and Golan Heights. The occupation of the West Bank and Gaza placed millions of Palestinians under Israeli military control, becoming a central issue that remains unresolved. Over time, Israeli settlements were built in the occupied territories, which most of the international community considers illegal under international law, though Israel disputes this. Palestinian resistance grew, most notably during the First Intifada beginning in 1987, a mass uprising marked by protests, strikes, and clashes. This period led to the Oslo Accords in the 1990s, where Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization formally recognized each other and agreed to limited Palestinian self-rule through the Palestinian Authority. However, key issues such as borders, refugees, settlements, Jerusalem, and security were left unresolved. Hope for a lasting peace faded as violence resumed during the Second Intifada in the early 2000s, characterized by suicide bombings, military operations, and heavy civilian casualties on both sides. In 2005, Israel withdrew its settlements and soldiers from Gaza, but retained control over its borders, airspace, and coastline. Hamas later took control of Gaza, leading to repeated wars between Israel and Hamas, while the West Bank remained under partial Palestinian Authority administration alongside expanding Israeli settlements. Efforts toward a two-state solution have stalled, and cycles of violence continue, fueled by mistrust, failed negotiations, and competing national narratives. Today, the Israel-Palestine conflict remains one of the world's most enduring and emotionally charged struggles, shaped by history, identity, displacement, and the unresolved question of how two peoples can share one land in peace.